Right, so, as jy na Boete wil kom hierdie jaar, die een van die goed nodig, nee. Iets in hierdie koers, luister jy so. Nee, ons wil nog steeds bietjie skiet te kere gaan al daai lekker nommers, maar het hulle mos nou weer al die olies daar so in die Midde-Ooste vas, so dis die petrol duur. So hoe maak ons, hoe kyk jy na fuel efficiency nommer 1, watse motor is die regte een vir jou boot? Dalk is dit tyd om jou huidige boot net 'n nuwe motor op te sit, of wanneer jy kyk na 'n boot, waarna moet jy kyk? Ek praat met Hayden, hy gaan my 'n bietjie meer vertel hoe loop die goeders. Woe, dan moet ons net gedraai kry, nee. Dan sal dit ook help. So, new camera. Azai.
Morning.
Hayden, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, and you?
No, good, thanks, nee. Okay, so you guys are at Suzuki?
Yes.
Kom maar net gou so vinnige agtergrond. Hoe lang maak Suzuki al? How long have you guys been making outboard motors?
So Suzuki's been crushing it for quite a while now. I'm not too sure actually of the year they've come into South Africa.
Yeah.
But from our own dealership, we've been a Suzuki dealer for 3 years, but we have people that have been 20 years, we have 15 years, so it's a good batch of dealers here.
20 years plus, actually.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you quickly in terms of when I'm looking at an outboard motor that I want to put on a boat, okay?
Yes.
So what is the first thing that I'm looking at?
I think you want to look at reliability. That's obviously, but luckily all the 4-strokes are really good when it comes to that. And then
Do you still get 2 strokes?
you do get 2-strokes. When it comes to Suzuki 2-strokes, you can get from about a 15 horsepower up to a 40.
Yeah,
And, that's
so
where
the
they
small
cut it
stuff.
off. Small stuff.
Okay, the bigger ones is now all moved over to 4-stroke.
Move over, and you can go from a 2.5 horsepower all the way to a 350 in South Africa.
What is the main difference between going 2-stroke versus 4-stroke, and why did Suzuki go the 4-stroke route?
So the 4-stroke route is definitely the way to go. Obviously, you're getting better fuel efficiency, performance, the sound. Obviously, you also don't need to worry about putting in oil or any situation like that. So it's the way the world's going. So it's
Okay, but what's the inherent? I don't care about where the world's going.
Yes, yes.
I want to know what's the advantages of having a 4-stroke over and above a 2-stroke.
Yes,
You're
yes.
saying yes, the oil and whatever, but what's the other?
I'll definitely
advantages?
speak about fuel efficiency. The fuel efficiency compared to a 2-stroke is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yes, it does come down to how you use it. If you are flooring your 4-stroke the whole day, you are going to use a lot of petrol. But when it comes to medium throttle and further back, you're going to be saving quite a lot more than your normal 2-stroke.
And service intervals and those types of things?
So service intervals, if you're buying straight from out the box, you'll be looking at your first 20 hours service. That's just changing the oil, just
Yeah.
checking that everything's perfect. And then from there, every 100 hours or once a year. But normally you'll get to once a year with our type of boating before you get to the 100 hours.
Yeah, that's usually. But why do I need to then once a year actually service it?
I think you just want to keep it as long as you can. And these motors, if you keep good care of it, will last longer than your marriage. So I think you gotta keep it strong, definitely.
Okay, so let's look a little bit at this one. Okay, I think let's start on this side. Okay, here we've got I don't know how many feet tall is
So this is a little 17 foot with a 115
Yes.
4-stroke Suzuki on the back. Comes in the nice stealth color, which is Suzuki's sort of new matte gray that they've just brought in. So normally we either do the white, which you see at the end, or the matte gray, which is called stealth. Yeah.
And I mean, ek hou nogal van hierdie matte grey besigheid. Yeah. Actually looks very, very nice.
Very smart, very smart. It just pops. And obviously South Africa has only been used to white and black motors for the last bit. So to bring in something new is definitely
Does
made a
the
difference.
4-stroke motors also have a little bit better torque than you get from the 2-stroke or not?
So from my experience on the boats that we've done, definitely. But people do speak about how having a 2-stroke has a bit more grunt in. But definitely from the performance side of a 4-stroke, it's beautiful.
So it's almost like having a diesel and a turbo petrol. This is the diesel, it just goes.
It goes, 100%. That's a perfect way to put it.
Okay, so and then the other one that you've got here, this is more like a fishing type.
So this is your fishing boat, so your nice center console. Fusion's a brilliant brand in South Africa. This comes from Ocean Marine Village.
Yes.
So this has also got a 140 on the back.
What is the wanneer ek nou gaan kyk nee, fresh water versus sea water, when you look at the motor, as jy kyk wat se motor om te vat.
So luckily with these, you can both go in fresh water and salt water. When it comes to salt water, you'd obviously just want to put on some flush muff, run it with some fresh water when you come out of the sea or anything like that.
Net om skoon maak.
Skoon maak, yes.
Okay, en dan hierso ek wil kom ons gaan hier nê.
So this is a beast here. We got two twin 200 horsepowers on the back.
What's the pitfalls when I'm looking at twin motors? How do they differ from when I'm just putting on one motor?
So most of your deep sea boats are two engines. The saying is basically if you're deep into sea and one engine stops working, you at least have the other engine to save you. So that's sort of the sort of joke around it. Obviously they're also pulling a lot more weight in terms of fishing rods, gear, all that type of stuff where your normal leisure boat doesn't have that.
En as ek reg as ek sê, they turn one this side and
yes, so
this
these will
side
be
and that
counter
side.
rotating. So this will go right where this one will go left.
Okay, so and what's the yes, okay, so they're turning towards each other.
Turning towards each other.
Okay,
yeah.
why are they doing that and why not the other way around?
It's basically just to keep your boat center, because obviously sometimes with different props you might have a bit more drag to one side because it's obviously the propellers pulling you one way. So now you basically have that and then the counter rotation to keep you center, so you're not more uneven while you drive.
En gooi die water dan nou in die middel af, né?
Yes, that will come through the side.
Okay, en dan het julle ook hierdie tipe pontoon type goed, né? Wat die 300 opsit. Maar is hierdie nie 'n overkill nie, want hierdie is mos 'n essence 'n glorified vlot.
You can't go wrong with more horsepower. You always want more horsepower. But this is basically your perfect booze cruise boat, but also you have the power for a ski tuba or anything like that. Obviously also being a big aluminium boat, a 300 is perfect behind here.
So hy werk doeksag. Nou okay, né? Kom ons vat nou hierdie twee. Ek wil nou net iets comparisons hier by mekaar sit, né? Okay, so I've got a 200 on this side.
I'll show you the 350 here, because what's nice about this 350.
200. I just want to check. This one is
a 350.
Ah, so this is big boy.
This is a big boy.
Okay, and here I've got a 300.
And then another 350.
No. Okay, I can see why I need the 350 on that
yes,
one.
Yeah, nice piece.
So let's put comparisons here together. Okay. So I've got the 200 there.
Yes.
300 here, 350 there. Okay, and these boats, I mean, they are all not in the same class, but it's in the same type of boatish. So is it just depending on budget, or why would I look at the different ones on the different boats?
So budget does play a role in it. A lot of these boats, say even this blue Navis, you can take a 250 and you can start at a 250, which will bring the price down dramatically. But like I said before, a lot of people, you can't go wrong with more horsepower. So you'd want to put on the most. This boat is probably best with a 300, but you can go up to a 350. So it all depends on exactly what you're looking for to find the sweet spot. Some people are happy with a 200 or a 250 because you can still ski, you can still tube, you can do everything that you need, where some people have the extra 50 grand or whatever to go up in size.
Fuel economy between the 200 and the 350?
The 350 will be a bit more of a guzzler, but it also, like I said before, it comes down to how you use it. If you're just flooring it the whole time, you are going to use a lot more.
Which you tend to do more if you've got a 350.
350, exactly. But the way people do boating, at least the leisure type of boating, it's pulling a skier back, relaxing a bit, maybe taking another tube. So it's not actually, you're not constantly flooring it. But when it comes to, say, bass boats or things like that, they'll floor it to where they need to go fish, and then they'll stop and they'll be parked off the whole day. So fuel economy is quite high then.
Okay, why has this thing got two props on you?
Better stability, performance, So you're getting your both counter rotating.
Yes, maar hulle is slim, nee. Jy moet nou weet hoeveel brains me gehad het om die ding te maak werk, nee.
So you're getting higher torque, better stability, performance.
Is that to just, hey, look at me knowing the big English words here. Is it to eliminate cavitation as well?
It does help with that, but even if you had a single prop on here, it depends on the boat if you'll get so much cavitation. I'm
100% with you. Okay, so if I'm now interested in a Suzuki motor for my current boat and I just want to maybe, do you do trade-ins of other motors as well?
Yes, we do. I know all the dealers here all do trade-ins as well. So bring it in, definitely we can to upgrade you to the ultimate outboard is definitely the way to go.
How do I know who's my local Suzuki dealer or my closest one? Do I just contact you guys?
So you can look on the Suzuki website. There they'll have all the dealer networks. But we are all based all around South Africa, and the Suzuki dealer network, they've really spaced everyone out perfectly. So there's always near a Suzuki dealer near, should I say.
Awesome. Adam, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Right, so. Nou is ek sommer lus vir ski, al is dit in die koue, nee. Okay, liedjie bo of hier onder. Kry vir jou Suzuki, dan kan jy ook weer bekostig om te gaan ski of tjoep ry. Dis die van ons puis af, tot volgende keer. Groete.